So you're like, cool, Paul, I've downloaded this sheet. But now what? Well, you've not just downloaded a sheet, you've stepped up to a process designed for you to take back your time and take back your life. Now, we're going to look at the steps you're going to take to utilize this time investment planning sheet so that you get the most out of your week. First step is going to be to set a meeting with yourself. This important step of the process takes about 30 minutes, and you're going to want to set this at the end of the week. Set this meeting with yourself and make sure that you have the time set aside for you to prepare. And I tell you what, this half hour is going to be the biggest time saver in your whole week. This is the meeting where you're going to look at your priorities. You're going to set your 3 key goals on the sheet right up here at the top. And you're going to be looking at all the details that are coming up in your week so that you are well prepared. Start by slating in all the non-negotiable meetings from your calendar, your digital calendar, your daily planner, your collection of sticky notes, whatever you have. Wherever you have things written down, you're going to put those in here first, along with all the fun stuff, your family time and your self-care, including this meeting you're going to have with yourself for 30 minutes towards the end of the week. Put it all in there. Write it in. Call your shots. From there, you're going to review the previous week, and you're going to capture any tasks that might have just fallen off or maybe were procrastinated on. Often, if you get into the flow of this, you're going to see them clearly circled on your previous time investment planning sheet from the week before as missed actions. No guilt trips allowed, but do take those tasks and add them into your plan for this week so that they're not falling through the cracks. From there, you're going to think through each of your days and just add the reminders that you need. Think about what you're really going to need to be prepared. Really visualize the day, like an athlete visualizes their performance before a big match. Now, who do you need to communicate to about what's happening in this week? Take a moment, just think through how this plan of action looks and what else you need to consider when you have it all in front of you. From there, you're going to be able to identify the opportunity spaces. These are the spaces that you're going to be able to use for key actions to progress projects in your biggest goals. You're going to look at those 3 goals on the top of your sheet. You're going to look at the massive list in your head or your to-do list that you have building up somewhere, and you're going to start plugging in those spaces with strategic actions. These actions are the ones that will most move you forward in your week. From there, it's all about your communication. You're going to need to communicate with your family, your partner, maybe your team about the week and what those shared needs are going to be. When you take this time to prepare your week and invest your time intentionally with a planning session, you're going to have a lot better idea of what needs to be communicated, who needs to be involved, and what your partner can do and you together to get the most out of your time. Finally, just add some notes and tasks. They're going to pertain to the week. You can cross off any actions that you complete as you do for that little dopamine hit, which reinforces that habit of keeping promises to yourself and actually completing things on your action plan. Anything you do miss, just circle. You can come back to those. But when they're circled, you'll be able to notice them, and nothing will fall through the cracks. You do want to notice any patterns, though. If you keep circling the same task over and over each week, then we have to start digging into what it is that's really blocking you. What are we really looking at here? If you notice the same type of task getting looked over each week, maybe it's that they're put in the wrong time slots. Maybe you need to schedule them in the morning instead of the afternoon, or vice versa. So notice any patterns and see those circled actions week to week. Notice what they are. And then finally, record your favorite win of the week. Soak it in. As leaders and busy entrepreneurs, we're often thinking about the couldas and shouldas and wouldas, all the things you wish you said. We often skip over the opportunity to celebrate the win. So take a little moment. Record a favorite win of the week. Now, when you're looking back through your time investment planning sheets week to week, you can remember, that's right, I had that big win that week. That's it. Take this 30-minute meeting with yourself. Run through these steps. Implement your time investment planning sheet. And I guarantee you'll start to see some results your very first week. Keep those promises to yourself. Invest that time. Let me know how it's working for you. And if you find this process helpful, don't hesitate to share your new productivity secret with your team, your kid, or your friend. You know who could use this.